Hello, my name is Jerome and welcome to my RC construction station. Today I'm doing a video comparing the K961 excavator, the white one over here, with the SK500 excavator, the Lesu over here. The white one is made by Kabolite. These are two very different machines, and I'll try to go over some of the specifics. The Kabolite here, it uses a 7.2 or 7.4 volt lithium ion battery, while the Lesu, its battery is a lithium polymer battery, and it's 11.1 volt battery. So this is a 3S battery. That one is a 2S battery. In addition, the length of this one with the arm extended is 24.5 inches, while the length of this one with this arm fully extended is 34.8 inches. Kabolite is 7.6 inches wide, while this one is 10 inches wide. And also, this one weighs 41 pounds, while this one is 19.3 pounds. This has 4 lights on it, 2 on the boom and 2 on the cab. This one has a total of 9 lights, 4 up here, 2 on the boom, 2 down here, and 1 right here where they have a little toolbox. Moving the excavator forward and back, the tracks on that are pretty fast. The tracks on this one moves pretty slow, maybe because it weighs twice the weight of that one, but the speed of it is slow. I actually took one of these apart, took the back of it off, and moved the controller to spin this, and the actual motor back there is spinning super fast, but they have it geared down to make these rear cogs go slow. And I suspect just so it'll have enough torque to move this machine because it's quite heavy. As far as this rotating around, when I bought this one, I thought it rotated slow. I was dissatisfied with it. So I bought a motor from a DG quadcopter, and I took the motor out of that and sort of kludged it together with the motor that was already in here. I took the stator out and put it in this one. And so now this one spins pretty fast. This one, when it came to me, it spun okay, but it was slower than this one. But I found with the settings in the transmitter, I can make this one spin around at a ridiculously fast rate. But I don't like it going that fast, because when it stops, it's hard on the slew ring on the inside, which makes it turn. So I have it turning at a pretty quick pace, so that when I'm going 180 degrees, which I often do while I'm digging, it does it efficiently. I don't feel like I'm just sitting there waiting for it to come back around. So one of the big differences between this machine here costs twice the cost of this machine. This machine, with the shipping and taxes and everything, was probably about $1,600 to $1,800. This one here, with shipping, taxes, everything, was about $3,600 to $3,800. So it's a massive difference. But this machine is extremely smooth. When I'm digging, just the movement of the arms, it's smooth. It's kind of like a ballet when I use this one. And this one, I cannot get such smooth movements with this one. And also, this Kabolite came with this transmitter right here, the Fly Sky 8. While the Lesu machine came with this transmitter. And I replaced the receiver in this Kabolite so that I use this transmitter for both of them. And even though I put the same curves, motion curves and everything in this one that I had set up for the Kabolite Lesu, this one still is nowhere near as smooth and silky as the motions of this machine. So there's a tremendous difference in that. Also, this Kabolite has extra lines here, so I can put different accessories on here and control them hydraulically, because this has 6 hydraulic valves and I think this one has 3 or 4. And the quick release here, this is a quick release valve down here, and it's controlled hydraulically. And I use one of these other ones when I do oil change. I pop this little plug off the end, plug in a hose, and I turn this on and it squirts the hydraulic fluid out into a jar. So both excavators, 2 very different machines. I've only had this one about a month and a half. I got this one back in November, so I had it close to 10 months. I had a Volvo excavator and a bunch of Wiener excavators. This Kabolite is by far the most reliable excavator I've had. It just works. It works and works and works. It doesn't break down, not a lot of problems. Anytime I take this out, I know it's gonna work. The Lesu here, it's been working very well. The only really problems I had with it were the little clips that hold these track links in. Just kept popping out. I'd lose 2, 3, 6 of them every time I played for an hour or so. So I went on Amazon, ordered me, you can get 200 E-clips, 2mm E-clips, for less than $10. I think they were maybe $6. And I also got black ones so I can just glance at it to see if any of them are missing. If you get the one with the black tracks, you can get the silver ones. It came with the silver ones on there. Other than that, this has worked very well, hasn't broke down on me. When I first received this, I ran it about 5 hours. I did an oil change and the oil came out black, completely black, which leads me to believe it was black when they shipped it to me, because the hydraulic tank was probably dirty. Speaking of oil changes, with this Kabolite, it's very easy. The oil tank is right here, and right underneath the bottom of this, I just rotate it to the center of here. There's a screw that comes out and it drains the tank all the way down completely. With this one here, after I empty hydraulic fluid from here till it stops coming out, there's no way to empty this tape. There's no screw underneath because there's a lot of copper plumbing. Almost all of the plumbing in this one is copper, except these flex lines and the flex lines here. But this one, I can't even stick a syringe down in here because the tank has baffles in it. So let me fire this up and I will show you what I do when I change the oil. So, let me zoom in. So when doing an oil change on this one, after I get as much oil as I can to come out of the little hydraulic plug on the other side of the boom, I will unscrew this screw right here. This is a level that shows me how much hydraulic fluid is in the tank. You can see a level right there. But I'll unscrew this one, put the cap back on, and I'll unscrew this. When I unscrew this, I stick a syringe in here and I suck the rest of the oil out of the tank. That way I get at least, 98% of the oil out. There's another thing that I also began doing, which the next time I change the oil, I'm going to show you. But basically, once I get all the oil out that I drain out before doing the part over here, I turn the hydraulic pump off on the transmitter. And then I activate the gimbals on the remote control to open the valves. And then I will manually push this all the way in to get all the oil out of this part of the cylinder. Then I'll push this all the way out to push all the oil out of the complete cylinder. And I do the same for this one, and I do the same for these. And once I do that, I know all the oil, the majority of all the oil is out of the system except the oil that's in some of the lines. And that works pretty good at getting all of the oil out. I discovered that last week when I did an oil change, but unfortunately I did not videotape it. So that's the major difference between these two excavators. And if you got any questions, put them in the comments. And that's all the tips I have for today. If you like what you see, click like, and I'll bring you some more tips later. Peace.